Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by StrikeForceEnergy.com. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
Yeah, Nick Palmisciano in the house. Always a pleasure to be here.
Welcome.
We're doing a four-way here.
Oh, we are. This is a cool table Jared set up. It's like a U.
Yeah, it's a U. We can see everybody.
It's U for Utah. Look at that.
All right, kids. Okay. As you know, we got some sponsors who pay for this whole shit. Unfortunately, I got to head back. I've got a conference call with a publisher for Matt's new book. Shameless plug. Matt Best, Freedom the Fuck On, comes out in August. Everywhere in the entire world, airports, bookstores, yo daddy's house. Penguin's putting it out. Matt, I got to go. I love you boys, but I'm going to do the sponsors before I leave. First up, we got StrikeForceEnergy.com. God damn it, I got some Strike Force running through my veins. You know I'm all hopped up on that shit before I hop on a conference call with the publisher. Kids, Strike Force Energy is the tastiest, tiniest little tin pouch full of energy you could ever dream of in your entire life. Kick the can. You don't need a fucking can anymore. You don't need Monster. You don't need Red Bull. You don't need anything. What you need to do is go to StrikeForceEnergy.com. Buy these little pouches full of energy. They go in any type of liquids possible. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 20% off of every single order the rest of your life. And they ship everywhere in the entire world. Plus, they have a subscription of the month, which is the Dope Jam, which we all have. And they got a bottle that squirts out 100. It's like you're a barista at your favorite coffee house. If Evan ever, decides to open up a Black Rifle coffee house, I'm sure he'd have one of these behind the bar. Next up, we got a little company called StraightRazors.com. New to the show, feel like they've been here for 1,000 years. Huge fan. Look, I've said it before. You're taking this back to the 1800s when men used to shave like fucking men. You take one of these straight razors at straightrazor.com, you could shave a goddamn buffalo free in the wild. Look, the buffalo would be hairless in less than 18 minutes. I can guarantee you that. StraightRazors.com is the #1 rated aftershave, cologne, shaving equipment in the entire fucking world. When you have this shit laid out on your counter, it is a goddamn wet dream full of shaving equipment. Go to straightrazors.com, type in the promo code DRINK20, that's DRINK20, and get 20% off. They got entire shaving kits. You can lay them down and smack them, yak them on that motherfucker. Next up, we got an old one, and it's still a fave. I'm talking about warfightertobacco.com. Yes, Rocco is a cone owner. He's a cone owner. He owns cones, and he also co-owns part of the company. And again, kids, they don't even want us to give out any promo codes, discounts, or whatever. Scott Jansen of the boys just called me and he said, "Hey, SHOT Show was so awesome. People love our cigars so much. We just want to say thank you." So Scott Jensen and the boys just wanted to say thank you for buying warfightertobacco.com cigars. He's a modest man. I'm not, fortunately for him. So I'm going to go ahead and say this. Look, throw in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 10% off. They got dope-ass t-shirts and humidors. Sorry, Scott. I had to do it. That's the host inside of me. I got a little tiny Bob Barker living inside of me. Next up on the list of kitties, just the tip. We got blackriflecoffee.com. Black Rifle Coffee is a premium roast to blend coffee. Evan roasts it with his tiny little hands. Evan's a smaller man. He roasts the coffee with his tiny little hands, and then it ships out all around the world to your house. I know it because I got a subscription of the month to it. It's the Dope Jam. Nick Palmisciano and Ranger Up, they have a special blend of coffee called Caffeine and Hate. I highly recommend that, as well as Caffeinated as Fuck. Big fan. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros, you get 20% off. Type in the promo code Lord Hot Dog, you get 21% off. Your choice. You want the extra percent? You be the fucking man of the house. Put your fucking pants on right. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least is a new company called Ready Man that we like. They're like a survival kit company. They've got all the tips for surviving a fucking earthquake, an avalanche, a goddamn tsunami, a tornado, whatever one of those things are that hit fucking Japan a few years ago. I think that was a tsunami. Look, any natural disaster you can possibly think of, go to readyman.com and they'll tell you what you should need to keep on tap. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros. You get 20% off. I mean, they're going to keep you alive, kids. Will the coffee? Probably not. Will Ready Man? Yes, it will. So if you're making that one decision today, do I stay alive or do I stay caffeinated? That's up to you. I'm not your fucking dad. Unless your last name is Patterson, then there's a pretty good chance I probably am your dad. But other than that, I get to go to this conference call. I love you guys. Have fun. Be safe. Wear condoms. Enjoy the show without me. I love you guys.
And then there were three. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we lost Roz. We lost Evan due to he just got up and walked away.
He just walked out. He didn't give us any kind of heads up.
He left his coffee. He left his phone. He left his wallet and his computer. Yeah. Generally, that doesn't mean anything. He probably could be going somewhere.
We're still recording right now. We just had Evan jump out of there.
Yeah. What are we gonna talk about?
I think he went to go grab his roaster tab to rub in your face because he was picking in his pockets over there, little shit.
Oh,
the roaster tab.
He's the only roaster qualified guy in the room.
That would be kind of cool to set up the Black Rifle office like a military unit-esque. So it's like there's that interim period where you don't get a scroll, but then you get like the Black Rifle scroll and then the roaster tab.
I like that.
When they're stacked, like a tower of power.
Everybody.
You're like, that motherfucker is a legend in the coffee game.
I like that.
I don't really want to go to like all the roaster schools. I want to go to like the one.
No, we go to one.
Yeah.
You only need to go to one.
Yeah, I don't need like the really fancy one.
No, the fanciest one is 1 week. It's 5 days.
Oh, that's it. I think there's got to be a fancier one.
Is it competitive? What's your attrition
No,
rate
because
in
that one's from
school?
Probotone. I mean, there's nobody bigger than Probotone.
Does that mean it's the most elite, though?
Yeah, it is the most elite.
There's got to be some kind of little coffee.
Well, I'm sure there's like a coffee school where like a chef is teaching you weird, dumb shit. But there's got to be like this is down to the science of roasting coffee.
But there's got to be like a coffee sommelier kind of thing, right? Like, there's got to be like a true...
I'm sure it's like you probably have like the general ones, like, what is it, Cordon Bleu, which is like the main cooking fucking place.
Yeah.
And then you have all these like small artisan, like Italian, lemon cooking where it's 3 weeks on how to cook with lemon. And you're like, what the fuck? But for coffee.
Ew.
No, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. Lemon's good. That's a good ingredient.
Yeah, but like 3 weeks for a lemon course would not be fun. Like, I couldn't do coffee for I probably could. I really love coffee. That fucking cappuccino, is that or Americano out there? That thing is
I'm
so
going to
good.
get one in a second as soon as Evan comes back.
I know. He just ran out on us. We took a pause for the Drinkin' Bros over here.
What do we want to... What weird
we're
shit?
We're unprepared today for this.
Who cares? What weird shit? Let's start,
I moved in my new house.
You moved into your new house?
I moved into my new house. That's been refreshing because I was, living with about 4 other gentlemen from Black Rifle.
And
you were.
Like always a fifth and sixth.
And there's always a transient coming through. And not that I enjoy it.
Tranny.
I've been that tranny.
There's always a tranny coming through.
Yeah. What?
I mean a transient.
Yeah. Oh, is that the glory hole in back? Is that Logan's thing?
Yeah. He has a full-time tranny.
Full-time tranny.
FTT.
FTT? A full-time tranny?
Oh, what's that closet? Oh, that's the FTT.
It's not cheating if it has a dick.
No, that's completely true. Wait, not in reference to the girls, though.
No. It's the same way. It's not cheating if it's a vagina if they're a girl. It's like the same sex is not cheating. Unless you're actively gay. I don't know, because then it would be cheating.
I don't know.
We need to break that table down.
We need to.
You need to make a table.
We need to meet more gay people that have had bad relationships. I want to hear about them.
In what capacity are the same as straight relationships?
No, but it's different. It's like why do you break up with a girl?
Okay, I can see that.
It's like, why? Like,
drama.
Is she too clingy?
Most of them have been like emotional stuff, like
do enough, or just doesn't have drive that matches yours.
But that could be the same sex as well,
or a bad drunk. That's what I mean. Like, I want to hear why he broke up with him.
Just like fucking Tom would just get blacked out
He'd
drunk.
He'd punch the walls and text his ex. Like, let me see that beehole.
You texted Brad again, damn it.
Yeah, I saw him getting beehole pics from his ex.
Would you be mad if you're hypothetically like your wife was bisexual and she had a long-term relationship and she went like just left the family for like 10 days and went and chilled with her ex that was a female?
No.
Would you?
I mean, are the kids with me?
Yeah.
Do I have a?
No, she takes the kids. So they went on like a tropic resort and the kids get to enjoy it and scuba dive and see like fucking stingrays.
I would have fun. Wait, I'm not in the tropics.
No, you're at home, but you're alone.
I would still have fun. I'd play video games or something.
I laid 0 fucks. 0 fucks.
What? If she's having fun, then I'm having fun.
It's funny. That is a stance that I like in one of my relationships where it's just like you don't care about that. You're like, oh, that's fun. As long as you're getting happiness and it's not a dick in your mouth. I'm cool with it.
If she sends me a selfie of her and that girl kissing, I'd be like, cool, send more.
What are you, fucking 16?
And then I'd be like, wait, are you coming home? And if she was like, yeah, I'd be like, okay, cool. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
And Jared Taylor, everybody.
Jared Taylor.
What? She knows where the fridge full of hot dogs are.
You can't get mad. Like you're like her ex, the female starts to come over, but she like every time she shows up, it's like a bottle of vodka and hot dogs.
Oh my God.
You're like, I can't get mad right now.
I love when she comes over. Like I get fed and I get drink and then they yap at each other all night.
We've got Evan back. Evan has joined us
again.
We
have to fill him in. You got to fill him in on what you just.
I was asking Jared if he would get jealous if, like, in your married situation,
we could just use Caitlin.
Yeah, completely hypothetics.
Yeah,
if it's Caitlin, she's bisexual. She has an ex. This is all made up.
Okay,
but she left on like a tropical excursion with her ex, which is a female, for like 10 days and left you at home. Would you be mad in that scenario?
No.
That's what I said.
He was all about it. He was like, well, do I have the lizards? Do I have the kids? And then no.
He was like,
oh no, I get to stay at home and play video games.
Well, I mean, I would say if I get to just hang out with my daughter for 10 days and she goes on vacation, that's awesome, dude. Like, that's great. Because she kind of monopolizes my daughter. Like,
does she?
Oh, I mean, we just can't come over just right now because like Nara and I are having such a great time without you.
She's like, sorry, we're just real busy right now. You look at her Snapchat.
You can use some of mine because I don't monopolize the lizards.
Trust me, I know because like I go to your house and your daughter's like, Daddy. And I go to my house. My daughter's like sitting on the couch. She's like, who are you? Yeah, gotcha. All right.
That went dark real quick.
Charlotte didn't want me to leave this morning.
Yeah.
She said, no, don't go.
I wish my daughter would say things like that. My daughter's like, get out of here.
And why are you speaking? You are a female.
That sounds like that comment I got today from someone on the internet.
Oh, God.
I'm curious from like the Drink Bros and stuff. There's sometimes like when we're talking about this morning when people post and they like how like put us as women hater. I never got that because Kayla's response was fantastic. What did she say? Kayla's one of her friends. It's an A-10 pilot. What was her comment, Jared? She posted the other day?
Oh, it was just about, like, I used to like them until they used scantily clad women.
No, but I'm talking about the A10 Kayla, what she wrote, which is fucking
I gotta
awesome.
pull that up. I'll pull that up for you. It's really funny.
It was during the Women's March, and it was so, like, cool to see her just take this, like, powerful stance for, like, pro-females. Because she literally was just like, while y'all are complaining, I'm living my fucking dream every day.
Yeah, and it's a picture of her flying an A-10.
Yeah, you're just like, right. God, America.
Y'all are marching for rights. I'm flying this A-10 right now. I don't know.
I love it. What's up with you, Nick? You're quiet over there today.
Yeah. Did you not have enough caffeine to hate?
I'm just drinking it all in, you know? It's just a pleasure to be around you guys.
Wait, are you drinking in the girlfriend or the temporary tranny? What we're talking about? What are you drinking in?
Just the company. Just the company.
It's nice to have your presence here. It's refreshing.
It's good to be here. So the Women's March.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Get into that, Mike.
Into that.
I was in D.C.
Oh, you were?
I was because I went to Mr. President Trump's inauguration. Me, Jack Mandeville, and we went with Mark Gross from Oak Grove Technology. And there were some really cool women, and then there were a whole lot of people that were just pissed that we were there. Like when they saw that we were dressed up going to a ball, we definitely got some shit.
Yeah, I saw some of that footage of just they were throwing water and spitting on people going to the inaugural balls. Just like
that didn't happen to us, but it happened to a lot of people.
You're like more scary looking, you know.
I'm really not though, you know.
Anybody that knows this shit knows you probably throwing a couple bodies around the mat, you know.
You know, but it was weird. Like I don't give a shit. Like I think people should do whatever is important to them. So if it's important to you to protest, go protest. You know. I think where it gets weird is I think there was a lot packed into this that had nothing to do. Like if you looked at the reasons for the march, there were like 100 different reasons. People were marching for all kinds of stuff, and if you actually asked, like, what was the purpose of this, no one could really tell you. I mean, it really was just an anti-Trump protest.
That's what it was, yeah.
But there wasn't like a goal.
Well, that's like, I forget her name, but like Ashley Judd or whatever, like that hardcore feminist. Like I listened to her speech, and I listened again this morning because I was just trying to like figure it out, and it was just banter. There was like no message other than like being a white male's the worst thing ever, and you're just like, dude, like they're just making these social issues so much more aggressive and worse than just like. I don't know, man. I don't even want to fucking talk politics. It's just unfortunate because you're like, I don't know why people can't just chill the fuck out and like enjoy themselves. Because when you have an alternate view, for me, I usually appreciate it. Like that's fine. That's what makes the society so great. Is we all have our own opinions and what's most valuable to us. But
people have a hard time decoupling belief with emotion, and that's where you get into trouble. Like when you can disagree with anyone that voted for Hillary Clinton, for example. You can be like, Hillary Clinton sucks. There's everything about Hillary Clinton sucks. But that doesn't mean that I hate you because you voted for Hillary Clinton.
Right.
Right now, a lot of people basically think it is okay to hate anybody that voted for Trump. Yeah. And, what that does is it puts you in a position where you're kind of creating like a balkanization of the United States where you can't even have friends that like Trump or vice versa. Or, the commentary, on the right, people are calling people libtards, moonbats, and on the left, it's Trumpkins. And, like you start doing that, like you can't have any kind of discussion and you don't get anywhere. Like there is no benefit to the country. I don't care what you think. I don't care how mad you are at Donald Trump or Hillary. Like there is no benefit, but people continue down that path because it makes them feel good. You end up in a bad situation.
This is her post right here. Was there a march last weekend declaring lack of women's rights in this country? Must have missed it while I was busy living mine.
What's it? They focus on these like small groups. Like, is there racism in America? Of course. Is there fucking misogyny? Of course there is. But like the general populace doesn't believe that at all. Like not even close. So it's just like focusing on these like super niche subcultures and then making them like a part of like the right or the left. And it's just fucking, maybe I just like my Facebook feed is just wearing me the fuck out. So I've been putting it down. I'm like, man, can someone post something positive? Like, cool, the world didn't blow up today. Like, my fucking child said the first whatever got an A in fucking first grade. Like, if more people just focused on being happy rather than like aggressively judging other people for their own preferences, then life would be a lot more fucking easy for a lot of people.
People need to distill things down to like issues. What do they want the outcome to be and work towards the outcome instead of dropping blanket statements? Because I try to be a real reasonable guy, but the second that your starting premise is all white guys basically suck, whether you think all white guys are racist, misogynist, whatever, I don't care what you have to say anymore. And I'm pretty moderate, I'm pretty middle of the road. But like as soon as you start with that, I'm like, you know what? Well, fuck you too.
Have you listened to Ashley Judd's speech?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God. I'll let you listen to it. It is.
Oh, Ross is going to play it.
It is fucking brutal. That's all it is. She's like, I'm a nasty woman, like the nasty white male, the bigot. You're just like, huh? Fuck I do, bro.
My name is Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd is here.
I am a feminist. And I want to say hello to Independence Avenue in the back, all the way down to 17th Street.
Wow.
And I bring you words from Nina Donovan, a 19-year-old in Middle Tennessee, and she has given me the privilege of telling you what she has to say. I am a nasty woman. I'm not as nasty as a man who looks like he bathes in Cheeto dust. A man whose words are a diss track to America. Electoral college sanctioned hate speech contaminating this national anthem. I'm not as nasty as Confederate flags being tattooed across my city. Maybe the South actually is gonna rise again. Maybe for some, it never really fell. Blacks are still in shackles and graves just for being black. Slavery has been reinterpreted as the prison system in front of people who see melanin as animal skin. I am not as nasty as a swastika painted on a pride flag. And I didn't know devils could be resurrected, but I feel Hitler in these streets. A mustache traded for a toupee. Nazis renamed the cabinet. Electroconversion therapy, the new gas chamber, shaming the gay out of America, turning rainbows into suicide notes. I am not as nasty as racism, fraud, conflict of interest, homophobia, sexual assault, transphobia, white supremacy, misogyny, ignorance, white privilege. I'm not as nasty as using little girls like Pokemon before their bodies have even developed. I am not as nasty as your own daughter being your favorite sex symbol. Like your wet dreams infused with your own genes. But yeah, I'm a nasty woman. A loud, vulgar, proud woman. I'm not nasty like the combo of Trump and Pence being served up to me in my voting booth. I'm nasty like the battles my grandmothers fought to get me into that voting booth. I'm nasty like the fight for wage equality. Scarlett Johansson, why were the female actors paid less than half of what the male actors earned last year? See, even when we do go into higher paying jobs, our wages are still cut with blades sharpened by testosterone. Why is the work of a black woman and a Hispanic woman worth only 63 and 54 cents of a white man's privileged daughter? This is not a feminist myth. This is inequality. So we are not here to be debunked. We are here to be respected. We are here to be nasty. I'm nasty. Like my blood stains on my bed sheets. We don't actually choose if and when to have our periods. Believe me, if we could, some of us would. We don't like throwing away our favorite pairs of underpants. Tell me, why are pads and Tampax still taxed? Ooh, that was a brand name. Why are tampons and pads still taxed when Viagra and Rogaine are not? Is your erection really more than protecting the sacred, messy part of my womanhood? Is the blood stain on my jeans more embarrassing than the thinning of your hair? I know it is hard to look at your own entitlement and privilege. You may be afraid of the truth. I am unafraid to be honest. It may sound petty, bringing up a few extra cents. It adds up. to the pile of change I have yet to see in my country. I can't see. My eyes are too busy praying to my feet, hoping you don't mistake eye contact for wanting physical contact. Half my life I have been zipping up my smile, hoping you don't think I want to unzip your jeans. I am unafraid to be nasty because I am nasty, like Susan, Elizabeth, Eleanor, Amelia, Rosa, Gloria, Condoleezza, Sonia, Malala, Michelle, Hillary. And our pussies ain't for grabbing. Therefore, reminding you that our walls are stronger than America's ever will be. Our pussies are for our pleasure. They are for birthing new generations of filthy, vulgar, nasty, proud, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Sikh, you name it, for new generations of nasty women. So if you, a nasty woman, or you love one who is, let me hear you say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love you. Thank you.
And she talked about her period a lot.
Why?
The one thing I maybe would I don't know. She was saying how it's not her choice, but like men, Rogaine and
it's not my choice to have a
men
period.
and what was it? Viagra and Rogaine are tax free, but periods are not. I didn't choose to have a period. It's part of me. I'm like, okay,
that makes sense. I mean, I
was
can
cool with it.
see
I
the
was like,
direct parallel between
yeah,
a period
that's the
and
one-
Rogaine. It's fucking spot on.
Why are these people allowed to talk?
Yeah, I mean, anybody's allowed to talk.
True.
I mean,
but why do they think their opinions matter?
well, no.
well, why do we think we matter?
Yeah,
we're four
We
talking
don't.
heads in a
we're
goddamn
not
thing
getting,
here.
We're not getting up on the stage at a rally.
But you would.
You would.
You would do it in a heartbeat.
No, I think we would go
Only
up there
to incite a riot.
or entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I like people laughing, and me preaching fucking that shit wouldn't make anybody laugh.
no.
Like
No, Mark Wahlberg said it best. He just said, when are celebrities going to realize that your job is to entertain and act? Like, stop fucking telling us what your political fucking positions are.
But
and fucking
people empower
act.
them. Like
Yeah.
they empower them.
Yeah.
It's quite simply the fact that the society looks up to an entertainer
Yep.
because they've fictionalized whatever character. Like what they really think Keanu Reeves is fucking John Wick. Like and I hate to say it, but people are fucking stupid. And so when they look at this, they're like, well, I should be listening to Ashley Judd because, I mean, God, she's been like an attorney in 4 movies that I've seen. So she's fucking smart. And
that's it, though. It's like you're empowering the opinion of somebody that hasn't lived a real life in years.
I don't want to shit on them that much because there are some actors out there that I disagree with that present positions in a very rational, reasonable manner. And I don't have any problem with them using their status to get that message out. It's when they're cockbags about it, like when they're smug about it. Like that video, the anti-Trump video with the white background really pissed me off because the starting premise was that like if you vote for this guy, you're a fucking idiot, and we're so brilliant, and that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Well, it's just interesting. I think that when we provide people these voices, and we provide them the platforms, we provide them the voice. We allow them to continue to speak because it's like, man, Rush Limbaugh, man, he speaks to me. It's like, do you know his background? Do you know anything about the guy? Like, other than like when he talks, you like the way that he sounds, and it's like, well, does he have any form?
Has he done public service? Has he served in the military?
What type of education background does he have? What kind of like service record does he have? What kind of job is he? Like literally, wow, I'm listening to a guy. You could be listening to people that 2 days ago were shooting fucking heroin in the back alley, and that have never accomplished anything in their lives other than like being able to speak. And it's funny because people just continue to allow this to happen. Like, wow, look at this person. They've got 400,000 followers on IG. They've got to be important. Well, they're not. To include myself, I'm not an important guy.
I think you're important. You're important to me, Evan.
I get really amazing. This is a tangent. I get amazing texts. Somebody just asked us if we are interested in getting a scimitar tank delivered for a good price.
What's the good price?
That seems like a great deal.
It's $100K flat. It's street legal. It's got a Cummins diesel engine, just like a Dodge truck, and it's $100K delivered.
I mean, that's a pretty good deal.
Let's work him down. Work him down. Just send him back a text.
Send a video.
We got
send him back a text that says $20K.
How is it okay, that's a bigger issue right there. How is a tank street legal? That's impressive.
They probably have the
as long as you have rubber.
Filled.
No, as long as you have rubber on the tracks, you are street legal.
Okay.
No shit.
It needs blinkers probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have to have the standard lights and stuff like that. This is what I was talking to Ron about at Battlefield.
Right.
Because they have a half track that is street legal.
God, we need one, right?
Do we?
Do we?
Yeah.
I don't know if
we just need to mount a balloon to it so we can
I'm going to
shoot
show you
things
what it
out of
looks
the
like
sky.
here.
It's legal to shoot that cannon if you go up off the Earth into airspace.
Yeah, as
because
long as it's
then you're not technically shooting it in the United States. I just made all of that up.
No, I know. It's a 45.
It was believable, though.
It was.
Very believable.
So
once again,
there it is. It's fully functional.
It looks kind of quick.
It's fully functional. It's fast. It does 55 miles an hour.
Oh,
that's amazing.
That's a good pace.
Yeah, that's incredible. We should just do that. Fuck it. I'll tell you what. Let's shut down the roaster. We'll sell that bitch. Let's buy.
Look at that though. Like that's a cool tank.
That is a pretty cool tank.
Oh God, we just lost half the fucking audience. Jared's like, Jared just like opens a squirrel cage and like, hey, look at this tank.
We're a little sidetracked today. We got a lot going on this week for some reason. So
it's a post-shot show. It's we're one day away from our first 2 days off and ever.
Wait, are you just creating days off? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, well, Jared's going to take some time off, and I'm going to take some time off.
Oh yeah, you're going. You're going on.
To Oregon.
I'm going to go to Portland. I'm going to put on some skinny jeans, and I'm going to walk around with a scarf and some skinny jeans, and
you should dress like Horatio.
And do a bunch of coffee tasting.
I think that you would actually do that for fun, though.
I know I would actually.
Yeah, I know you would. You love that.
Hi.
Hey,
it's Horatio with the Z.
Hi, my name's Horatio.
I want something that's just got so much nutmeg in it.
We haven't done one of those videos together. We should, because people get really offended on those. I like those, especially in the climate right now.
Oh God, yeah, you have so many. You guys could do Riley and Horatio are upset over Hillary losing the campaign.
I went into a coffee shop in Portland a few years ago. It was the most infuriating thing in my that I've ever seen. It was all white tile, chalkboard, and the guys that were working, they looked like full-on lumberjacks, but they didn't have any muscle mass or calluses or anything, but they were looking the fucking part, man. And
I mean, the lumberjacks, was it lumbersexual?
Lumbersexual.
Now, why lumberjacks though? What do lumberjacks have to do with quality coffee?
I have no fucking clue.
This was a fad in the hipster community for a while.
Yeah, I think it still is.
I'm not up to date on hipster fads.
It's called lumbersexual.
Okay,
you'll have just scroll through Tim's IG feed. You'll see it.
Wait, Tim.
Documentary filmmaker Tim. Yeah,
that's funny. He is, but that's a perfect example of a hipster that's fucking super cool.
He's super cool, and he's actually is a collegiate wrestler.
But I'm gonna make fun of it.
He's got to walk the line, right? I mean, think about it. He's got to he's 1 foot in the art community and 1 foot in the real world.
But I like to say,
I'm just gonna make fun of his shoes.
Oh yeah.
He's always got this
what about
crocodile.
Zach Buckaloo's shoes? That dude's got chimney sweep shoes.
Yeah, but then again, he's an Air Force officer, combat airman, so it's he's proven his manhood.
I've got a video where I was like, did the 1920s boot store have a line when you went to buy those boots?
Yeah. He looks like fucking Pip.
Yeah,
Pip.
He's
dressed up like Pip. It's like Mrs. Havisham dressed him before he fucking walked out the door this morning.
That's when I fully knew who Zach was way back in the day. He was dating a friend of mine, this chick, just for a weekend essentially.
Chick.
But they went out, specified, But they went out and I texted him at 10. I was like, so what are you guys up to today? You want to get something? Oh, well, we headed to the antique art store at 7 a.m. and then we're getting apple pie. And I was like, yo, it's 10 in the morning. Like, it's that whole like old school retro or whatever you want to call it. But I love him to death, you know?
Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm going to judge him for eating apple pie at 10 in the morning, but even though that does sound delicious.
I mean, I would eat apple pie at 10.
Yeah, I kind of want a pie and a hot dog right now.
My wife and I would do like domestic things like back in the day when we were dating, but we would get like just smashed. Like
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds like a better idea.
Smashed till like 3 a.m. We'd go get our put our sunglasses on, like crawl out of her bed downtown Denver, and then walk around in like a farmer's market, just fucking making fun of people because like it's like all organic, shade grown, fucking puppy vomit pancakes or whatever. And I was talking to the guy. They had a what is it? A fucking a pound,
pork
basically
belly.
a pound.
Yeah.
Not a pound in weight, but like a pet pound, right?
Yeah.
And
Kennel.
yeah, kennel. There we go. So they're trying to give away puppies, and I was asking the guy. I was like, hey, do you give these away every Saturday? He's like, well, we try to give them away, and most of the time though, like people don't they don't pick them up. And I was like, dude, to incentivize people, what you should do is put a wood chipper out here. And then tell them that at 5 o'clock these fucking puppies are going in this wood chipper, and then have like a big clock, and I guarantee you'll fucking. And the dude looked at me with so much disgust. That is disgusting. And I'm like, but I'm telling you, bro, the first puppy that goes in that fucking wood chipper, you'll never have to worry about giving away another dog. They'll be gone by 9 a.m.
Yeah, you're not going to actually kill the dogs, but like when you could throw like dye into the wood chipper so it looks like you were killing them every day.
No,
that's guerrilla warfare right there,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Don't question the methods we use to get the success that we wanted.
You've got to put some pressure on these people going fast. This puppy's going in a wood chipper.
It's sleight of hand. You got a rabbit in the back that you toss in there.
Yeah.
Slide it. Yeah, it's a rabbit.
No, that was a rabbit.
In Georgia, all the publicly owned pounds, dogs start at like $200, and the closer they get to death, the lower the price.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
so like if a dog is like $50, it's got like a day.
I would wait for it to go to $6.
So and it actually
$6.
Yeah, I want to be like 3 minutes away.
I think 50 is as low as it goes.
Oh man, they really
because
don't know how to play
that's
this
what
game.
it costs them for the shots
That
and
is
everything.
morbid.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it moves dogs
Cheaper dogs.
because people are like you're staring at the picture of the dog, and you're like, I don't really want a dog. But,
$1.
yeah.
That was like El Paso. El Paso was so bad with animals. Like people would literally just drive fucking their cars somewhere, throw a dog out and drive away. I'm like,
that's the old
you should
way.
be like executed.
That's why I got a TK,
That's
that's
how
why
you
you got
got
a
the
kitty.
tactical kitty.
who's a shitbox right now.
Was a shitbox.
She's always been a shitty, the kitty.
You love that cat.
Yeah, but she's an asshole.
The first time I ever saw you have emotion, like you walk past your children and your wife, and you're like, "Where's the cat? The cat's out."
He just like throws lettuce at him.
Can't let the
Like
cat
his
out.
children just throws a head of lettuce.
He's got every morning
Dinner
head of
time.
lettuce, dinner time with lizards.
Dinner time, lizards.
It was. I knew you for 2.5 years before I saw any emotion other than anger.
Really?
Yeah,
What was that for?
Maxim. When we got into Maxim, you got soft and gushy and emotional.
I don't remember
Wow.
You did. You called me, and there was actually like possible quivering in your voice.
Maybe that was somebody
You were
else.
so happy. No, it was definitely you.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember talking to Suze about it. I was like, holy shit! Like I'm unsettled right now.
There's some
Jared-
empathy in there.
Jared just called me, and he was like emotional and excited.
It's once in some years.
Once in some years.
Yeah.
know-
Dude, I'll tell you what, I had an emotional moment last night.
What, 2 a.m. Alanis Morissette?
No, I slipped on the stairs.
Oh yeah,
Fucking, I'm still hurt from it.
it was brutal.
Yeah. On
I
your
like-
front stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on my front
It,
steps.
it was one of those slow motion ones.
yeah.
where
Oh,
and it
like
just
he-
kept going.
He tried to stop it, and then like he landed, and then he just kept sliding. Like boom, boom,
Ribs
boom.
on the steps.
and like
I was
one
bouncing.
of his legs went through the metal. So I
Oh
thought he
Oh
was
my
going to
God,
get.
are you serious?
Yes, it was a very, very
aggressive.
horrible fall.
But
I'm
it,
still hurt.
If you were 70, that would have broke your hip.
yeah,
I see why, dude. I've half slipped a few times. There's
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
ice
ice.
out here, bro.
Icicles
I'm not used to
and
it.
ice on the ground are more dangerous than ISIS.
They are.
That's not a thing.
What? Well, I mean, back in Salt Lake City.
Oh,
yeah, just in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Like if you live in Mosul, I would say that.
Totally different.
Because I don't
Totally
think they've
different.
I don't think they've seen ice over there, but they've definitely seen some ice.
Not in a few million years.
No.
I think
Yeah.
it's snowed nice or Mosul, right?
You think so?
I think so. I think
It
when I was
would.
there,
It would if we
Very seldom.
if we did like a United States assisted winter program, nuclear winter program.
Yeah.
That's what we should call it, the United States assisted winter program.
Salt Lake City, where ice is more dangerous than ISIS. Move here. It's a good pitch for the city.
I just want to see this, like the advertisement with like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, like 30-something-year-old man in like Dockers and a tucked-in shirt, just like welcome to Salt Lake City, because that's what it is. Full on, man. Like LDS church. No offense to any LDS person out there, but man, they are some clean-cut brothers out here. They have
they're
matching.
very
They
clean.
do like matching
really like
gym
it.
attire too.
Yeah,
it's pretty
Yeah.
They
impressive.
shower on the reg.
yeah. It's like a clean
Most
shaven.
people
Jared,
do,
most
Jared.
people.
It's like a clean shaven Zach Buckalow. Just
yeah.
like
Just a
replicate
clean
it.
shaven Zachy B.
And that's the cool thing. Like your beard sticks out here in Salt Lake City.
Oh, yeah.
'cause, like the majority of our
They're not
age-
allowed to have one.
they're not allowed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to keep their.
That's why we got so many weird looks in Sugar House when we first moved here. Because we're wearing camo pants,
I
fucking waffle stomping boots, and a beard. They're
They
like,
see it in a tank top that says "fuck lettuce."
wait,
like what?
what?
Why are you looking? Oh,
Wait, what?
I look like an asshole.
wait, what?
gotta respect them.
That's
you
it.
know?
That's what my girlfriend said the other day. She was like, I said something. I was like, people stare. She's like, well, you do dress like a douche sometimes. I was like, what?
What?
And then I
Oh
looked,
my
and I was
God.
like, I have like short above the knee fighting multicam shorts on, Chuck Taylors, a tank top that says something fucking ridiculous with a gun, and a backwards hat. And I was like, all right,
Yeah.
okay,
That's fair enough.
that's fair enough,
Yeah.
you know. But that's the thing. I don't fucking care what I look like when I go to the gym and shit like
Nah,
that.
I don't either.
I severely don't
I
care.
didn't have any socks the other day, and I put on my Argyle socks, like full on black Argyle socks. And my wife was like, "Are you fucking serious?" I'm like,
I
"I'm
need
married.
socks.
I'm married. Am I going to the gym to like pick up chicks or dudes or what? Like, I just need socks, and these are the socks that are clean. I'm wearing them to the gym.
I want
Yeah.
to start a trend because I did this by accident. I used my chick's socks. This was, I don't know, like 2 months ago. We had to go to the airport. I completely forget about it. So I'm in the TSA line, like, doop-a-doop-a-doo, those are purple socks.
Yeah.
Like hyper pink purple
I don't
socks.
have any purple socks.
Yeah. So
but
what?
so we should but I'm saying because the TSA agents were all looking at me like that dude's weird. Why does he have those? So we should do that. Make Black Rifle TSA socks that are just the most like dicks all over the socks.
yeah, we'll call them security socks.
Security socks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a pretty
TSA
cool
looked
thing.
at me weird because I threw up in a bag and threw it away before I went through the line.
You said no liquids on the.
Yeah.
God,
Jeez.
never cease to amaze me.
I love it with TSA when they just don't find shit. Like I flew for probably months with a Leatherman in my hygiene kit, and then
Yeah.
they finally found it, and I was like, I don't have a fucking. Oh, I do. I've
Yep.
flown like 13 times with that. Oh, all right.
I flew
Yeah.
for 6 months with a 4-inch Tonto knife that I forgot I had in there.
Oh,
For
Chris
six,
Pronto
for six,
Tonto?
For, no, different Tonto.
Oh, different Tonto?
For 6 months, including 2 international flights, and then they finally grabbed it in Denver, and they gave me so much shit. Like I was a terrorist. I was like, I don't remember, and then it hit me that I had that knife from a rugby match where I had to grab it to cut down a tent pole.
it's very specific information.
Yeah, well, it hit me. I was like, why?
Were you able to cut down the 10?
Yes, I was.
Oh, fucking A. Go
yeah,
Tonto.
Yeah, it was a great knife, but I was like, man, I haven't, and I could have.
Did you mail it to yourself or did you say fuck it?
No, I mailed it to myself,
I
but
say-
I
I say
didn't
fuck it to a lot of Gervers.
I didn't expect to get it, but I did.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it showed up, but it showed up like 8 months later. I'd completely forgotten about it, and then boom, there it was.
I flew with my Class 3 SBR the other day, and it was impressive how much they didn't give a fuck. Because I walked up to the lady, I'm like, I flew with a firearm, and they're like, it might be there or over there, and then I waited for it in the awkward baggage claim, and then it just slides down there. Completely unattended.
There's nobody watching it?
Nobody there.
No.
They just threw it in there, and then I pulled a TSA agent over there, and I was like, dude, that's a fucking $3,000 gun. That's with a suppressor, and it's a fucking SBR.
Yeah.
Like, What? Like somebody could have
Yeah.
easily just snatched that motherfucker up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, be
Well,
careful.
with that, we're going to go to our Drinking Bro of the Week.
Oh shit, yeah.
Today's Drinking Bro of the Week comes from Chase Clayton. I would like to nominate my friend Sean Sawyers for Drinking Bro of the Week. Sean and I attended tech school together in the Air Force, where we became fairly close. He cross-trained into security forces and was kicking ass back in Florida and loving life. Out of nowhere, on January 14th, he took his own life. He will be missed by everyone he has ever touched. Sean was the kind of guy that you can never frown around. I've never met someone with so much joy.
Shit.
Well, to you
Well, cheers,
Sean.
brother. Damn.
and Chase. Sorry to hear about that, Chase.
If you guys need anything, reach out to somebody, man.
With that, Evan Hafer, Matt Best, Nick Palmisciano.
Palmisciano?
No one really knows how to pronounce
Nicholas
it. you know?
Peshmerga.
It was lost. It was lost in the annals of time.
Peshmerga, you call him?
Yeah.
Nick Peshmerga.
And I'm JT. We are out of here.